Good morning. Only the three matches yesterday. Esbjerg, well, looked as if they deserved those odds, and Koj keep conceding 2 or 3. So in the end, readable enough. English Professional Development League. Both of these matches would have qualified for me for my 2.5 goals. Let's see how these matches eventuated. As you can see, both over 2.5 goals. Crewe v Watford. This is the first thing I look for. A single. So I would be backing over 2.5 goals in the second half. 69th minute, just on the cusp, I think, of an exit. This is something I haven't yet sussed out. When to exit when you don't get that second goal. As you can see, late action. Charlotte Church and Mullins, the drummer from U2, getting involved as well. So that qualified as an over 2.5 goal trade. You've got that second goal. Enough to move the odds. Similar story with the other match, but from a different perspective. This was a 0-0 at half time in a match, don't forget, which was 1.3 for over 2.5 goals. So my idea here is to back over 1.5 goals second half. You're going to get 1.5, 1.6, I hope. You can get out with a single goal. Because over 1.5 goals, you only need 2 goals to be scored. If you're 50% of the way there after 53 minutes, you're going to get a good odds swing. I'm trying with this over 2.5 goals not to be searching for 3 goals, just searching for the 1 goal at the right time. So we'll see if that's got legs today. There's another set of Professional Development League matches on today. Huesca and Eibar and Leganes and Deportivo La Coruña. Too tough to call. 2.5. The draw is the actual favourite here. That's a strange one. And 2.5, the favourite there. Nothing much to get me interested in. Similar story today. It's Cup day throughout Europe. The Danish Cup. Lots of lower tier sides, not even priced up yet. The FA Cup qualifiers. Any familiar names? Well, all lower tier stuff. The liquidity will be an issue here. So we're highly unlikely to be able to get on any of these plays. Professional Development League, again, will offer us potential over 2.5 goals, along with the Premier League Cup. So your first port of call here, just check the over 2.5 goal odds, Barnsley and QPR, because they're in a league which is known for goals, 1.3. So we are expecting goals there. You do the same with the other remaining matches. Huddersfield and Brentford. If the over 2.5 goal odds suggest goals, then they will qualify. 1.26. How about that? Ordinarily, with these odds, you'd be expecting at least 2 goals before half time, but we're trying to play that short price by waiting. Peterborough and Cardiff. Over 2.5 goals at 1.3. So all 3 of those matches will qualify today. You saw yesterday, 0-0 at half time or a 1-0 at half time, and I would be getting involved for the second half. You can practice if you want, looking for a first half goal. I would delay 15-20 minutes and then back over 2.5 goals. Hope to get a goal before half time. The Dutch Cup, probably no familiar names. You can look through here. Don't see any familiar names at all. So it's a day to avoid, pretty much. And that's it. So we're looking at over 2.5 goals today as the main element. Tomorrow, probably a similar story. African World Cup qualifiers, probably going to be looking at the FIFA World Rankings for these. No, cancelled. A couple of them cancelled. More cup football. And that's it. So a quiet Wednesday. Thursday is when I can start doing my research. It will be very basic research on the World Championship qualifiers. What it will do, it will provide you with the FIFA World Rankings as an initial entry point, along with the short-priced odds, which will give you a clue as to who the market fancies. But wouldn't be discounting Borat's boys after what they did against Celtic, Kairat Almaty. So there could be a thorn in Wales' side, Kazakhstan, probably going to set up very defensively. Under 21 qualifiers as well do offer us trading angles. So it's getting a bit busier come Thursday. Friday, we will see the return of League football on Friday, which is great. The Irish will be with us. Professional Development League again to help you out with your over 2.5 goal practice. Under 21 qualifiers, well worth following the in-play stats. Look at that. A sumptuous coupon for the World Championship qualifiers from Europe. Lots and lots of familiar names. Irish First Division. No Irish Premier Division, probably because they'll be taking a few international players off the Premier Division. But the First Division, I will research these matches for you. The Eredivisie, goals, 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 goals. In the Eredivisie. Spanish La Liga 2 might be worth our attention. Saturday, we're going to be seeing League 1 and League 2. So that's very welcome indeed. Some domestic football. The lower tiers, though, don't like that too much. Not priced up yet, so I can't. Yes, they are. Good. So I can start doing my research on these ones. It'll be very basic research, of course, but well worth doing on a quiet day. World Champion qualifiers continue on Saturday. So it starts getting busy from Thursday onwards. And La Liga 2. So these secondary leagues will offer us some hope along with the World Cup qualifiers, the World Championship qualifiers. So good stuff. Necessarily quiet video today. That's it. That's all I have to offer you today. Be working on my over 2.5 goals. Any more examples I'll pass on to you. But you probably won't be hearing from me today at all, really. That's basically it during the international break. Plenty of tutorials to try and help you out with, as well as working on the background. I'll be working on streamlining the website this week. So we'll get that less clunkier, more streamlined for you, more brought into the modern day, perhaps with an AI twist as well. So that's something to work on today to improve the service. Tennis-wise, not Dennis-wise, the Wimbledon elf. Tennis-wise, US Open looked like I missed all the fun, really. Looks like we're quite deep into the tournament. I haven't stolen any child's baseball hat, so I've been performing very well during this US Open, unlike some CEOs. Alcaraz and Lehecka, probably a bit too late now for the US Open interest, but you could work yourself backwards. Look for some trading angles. They all look to be very consistent, don't they? 3 setters throughout in the men's game. Where you're looking for something like this. You're looking for a bit of fun. 1.91. Even Stevens, basically, suggesting a 5-setter. So any 2-0 or 2-1 you'd be getting involved in, which would be there. So looks like the market's getting a lot of these matches correct. Apart from Zverev. 1.29. Did win the first set. So I've been a little off with the tennis. I must work on that this week as well. What if we make sure that we're using this spare time to benefit you? So I'll be working on some additional content for you, particularly investigating the 2.5 goal angle. We want to be employing a kind of a scalping method. So does the football continue next week? Yeah, the World Cup qualifiers. So it's going to be a second week of the international break. So it's a good enough time for me to just upgrade stuff, give you some extra strategies and some more videos. Have a great day today. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Don't forget you're over 2.5 goals in the English Professional Development League and indeed possibly in the Premier League Cup and things like that. Have a great day. See you again tomorrow. And good luck if you're playing the 2.5 goals.